Okay, welcome to another review. What we're going to go over today is a Byrd knife. This is going to be actually the Byrd Tern, which is a UK legal pocket knife. For those who don't know, Byrd is actually a sub-company of Spyderco knives. So you'll understand when people say Spyderco, you'll understand the quality that goes into Spyderco knives. So this is going to be their offering for a knife that's going to be more in sort of the price bracket. If you're just starting out, you don't know what sort of knives to get, you're not really getting into collection, you just want a bit of a workhorse knife, Byrd are a good offering to go for if you don't want to spend the money on a Spyderco. What we're going to do, we're going to go over the knife itself, we're going to go over its sort of competitors in the same sort of size and weight, and show you maybe if this here will sort out what you're looking for. So I'll get rid of the box, and here we go. First of all, you'll notice straight away, and what we're going to do, we're going to compare this with the Spyderco UK PK, and straight away you can see some similarities with the pocket clip. Is pretty much the exact same. This particular pocket clip is a wee bit longer on the Byrd Tern. Overall size, knives compared, actually the Byrd Tern is a bit smaller than the Spyderco UK PK. So I went for longer pocket clip with slightly shorter knife. The scales on this particular Byrd Tern is G10, and on this particular Spyderco UK PK it's G10. Now some will chain to be an FRN type of scale on some Spydercos. Just check the site to see what's actually available at the minute. But this particular one is comes with G10 handles, which I love. G10 handles, making very nice in the hand. You can just see the design there on the knife, on the scales. Now, big thing you'll notice here is the thumb hole to deploy your knife. Give you a sneaky look at the blade, but we'll chat about that in a minute. Now you can see the thumb hole here is in this wee strange looking shape, and they actually call that their comet. That's what they call it. Just noticing here the blade is 8CR13 MOV. More on that in a minute. But it's a nice full flat ground knife. But this hole, I'm sort of thinking, if you think back a lot of Spyderco knives, there's a lot of debate amongst knife companies who came up with the thumb hole deployment and who came up with that design for your knife. So some people say it was Spyderco, but what Spyderco have done in their sub company Byrd, if you look on the other side, they have actually registered their R. This is a registered trademark then of Byrd, and this is what they call their comet. So I actually quite like it for deploying. It works out really well. You can see your nice thick blade, and just to get that out of the way now, your blade thickness is 2.5mm at the thickest point. So it is very, very nice. But that the Comet for me actually works a lot better, because I can get a lot more of my thumb into there to deploy the knife. So just get my thumb in. It's a slip joint knife. It is UK legal, but it means I can get more of my thumb or finger or whatever in there to deploy it. Now the blade comes absolutely razor sharp out of the box. Some offerings might be a wee bit different. One of the sort of downsides, if you want to call it a downside, on the Byrd knives, a lot of people are saying is quality control. With it being a sub company of Spyderco, some people are saying that it's not finished as nice as a Spyderco. But to be honest, there are very minute differences, in my opinion, for what you get for your money. Remember, this knife is going to cost you a lot less than what a Spyderco would. Blade length is 2.75 inches, and it's in this particular model, it is 8CR13 MOV steel, which you've all heard me say about this. It's a lovely steel to have. Sharpens really easily, and sort of goes quite well for your knife. You know, for everyday tasks. It's an easy steel to sharpen, and it's an easy steel to blunt. You know, it's a good working steel for what you need for, again, a UK legal pocket knife. That's all this is. We aren't sort of going down like a knife we're going to start battering with, but it will take some abuse. Jimping. Jimping is actually quite nice on this knife. You've got on the thumb ramp and in your finger choil, you've got some nice jimping. Now, if you are comparing it again with the UK PK is sort of more rougher, you know, to get in on it. But to be honest, I don't mind this one. It does, you know, what it needs to do, and it's grand for choking up on. One thing I absolutely love about this knife is the slip joint. It is so stiff, and that's a good thing. For a lot of people, your knives, say my UK PK, is so easy to get out. People compare knives sort of solely on how quick it is to deploy. To be honest, why do you need a really fast deploying knife here in the UK for just like a pocket knife? You don't really. It's not a massive issue. So the Byrd Tern knife takes a wee bit longer to deploy, but here that slip joint, it is so positive. That's not going anywhere. It's a lot easier to use when you sort of choke up on it. There isn't a massive amount of movement, which I actually really like. If I'm comparing it to my UK PK, there's more movement, you know, but I'm sacrificing the movement, which is getting a quicker deployment on the knife. So it's swings and roundabouts, guys. What a lot of people have said, and again what I am doing is comparing the knife to the UK PK because they look so similar. But to be honest, I do believe the Byrd is a knife all on its own. Some designs are the exact same, because why would you change something when it works so well? It's a lovely, so the pocket clip carries deep. You can change the pocket clip from left to right carry if you wish. Tip up carry as normal on most Spyderco knives and on this Byrd knife. So tip up carry only. Blade centering is fine. No issues on blade centering on this knife. As you can see, it is quite a thick blade of knife, but blade centering isn't an issue. I actually really like the, as I said, the slip joint on this. It is stiffer. It actually reminds me of the SOG Slipzilla. It's that sort of style of knife. It's that sort of thickness of slip joint. It's very, very similar to that. So that's another comparative option. But you know, it's a lovely knife. Again, if you're worried about the steel, even compared to this is a Spyderco Tenacious. It's CR13 MOV. We all love the Tenacious knife. So it's the same type of steel. I guarantee it's had the exact same type of treatment as Spyderco would have. It is made in China, but you know what else isn't made in China? But it's a lovely knife for carry option for UK legal. No need for liners, as we know, keeping the weight down is great. Actually, this particular Byrd Tern is coming in at 1.7 ounces or 48.7 grams, so 49 grams roughly. And again, might as well compare it to the UK PK. It's coming in at 2.4 ounces. So you're saving weight on this knife. But you know, it's grams, guys. It's not gonna really, you know, bother you. It's a lovely full flat ground knife, as I said. It comes razor sharp, so just be careful with yourself so you don't cut yourself. But it's a lovely option to have, and I think it's a cracking wee knife for a UK legal carry option. So guys, as always, the links for this knife and other Byrd knives will be in the description box. Check out our recent editions page as well on Heinnie.com, and you'll see knives like this and others rolling in as often as we can. And thank you very much for watching, guys. Any comments, please put them below, and feel free to like us on Facebook, feel free to comment, thumbs up, and share this video and others. Thanks for watching. This is Mr. Man for Haynes, and I'll see you in the next one.